13-2 is no good. In from 9-1 into 8-1 is no good. It's now 12-1. Le Duc from 14. Thiemann on the exchanges. Palaszczuk this morning. Yeah, is it on the exchanges? Well,
so coming towards the tape.
Come on!
And the starter lets them go for the Mildmay Of Flete handicap chase as Supreme Prince kicked into an early lead on the outside of the Villager. The grey is Scots Grey. Near side Banker Count handy as a clear fence number 1. All safely over. Marked Man possibly a bit slow towards the back. Onto the second. Banker Count towards the right on the rail. Scots Grey. Supreme Prince. Just in behind them, the red cap Hunter's Tweed. The Villager is not far off them. Then Christopher up the inside. And then out wide Palaszczuk in the yellow sleeves, with Hunter's Tweed. Mowski in the dark blue jacket, clearing fence number 3. Banker Count led them over it, and they all stream over safely with pretty safe, accurate jumping. Banker Count from Scots Grey. Supreme Prince close up in 3rd place. Then Christopher on the inside. Then the Villager is no good in blue sleeves, about 6th from Hunter's Tweed. Mowski, Brooklyn Breeze on the inside in an orange cap. And they're followed by Palaszczuk out very wide. Gadam in a pink cap in about 9th or 10th, just on the outside of the Villager. Then in a noseband, a white jacket, Colca Canyon from Simply Gifted. And then David's Lad in a noseband as they clear the next. Great sight there. David's Lad was a bit slow. Out the back, Redemption. Also Polar Red and Europa is about 2 or 3 from the end. Maltine River on the inside towards the back as well, with Roveretto. David's Lad again a bit slow there. Libertine towards the back on the inside. On now towards the next. This is fence number 6 coming up. And it's old Banker Count, who's been in rude health in the last few months. Leads from Scots Grey, whose fellow Grey, Christopher on the inside. Then is no good and Supreme Prince, the Vodafone Gold Cup winner at Newbury, on the outside in the red and white jacket. Brooklyn Breeze handy up the inside. The Villager is also close up in red sleeves amongst horses from Gadam, out wide Hunter's Tweed, Palaszczuk very deep on the course, wide of Mark Man and Colca Canyon. Then Le Duc tucked away right out the inside, followed by Mowski and Simply Gifted and Roveretto and Europa. Out the back, David's Lad, Polar Red, Redemption, Maltine River, Libertine. Running towards the back straight, turning left-handed. A well-grouped and highly competitive handicap chase here, with Banker Count still spearheading them in the hands of Sam Thomas, the 13-year-old Banker Count. 3rd in the Racing Post last time from Scots Grey and Christopher is no good. And then the Villager and Brooklyn Breeze up the inside. Gadam is quite handy now, out wide with Supreme Prince. Then Le Duc right up the inner of Colca Canyon. Hunter's Tweed and wide is Palaszczuk. Simply Gifted next from Mark Man, together with Colca Canyon as they now clear the water jump. And all landing safely. Libertine remains at the back with David's Lad. Mowski just being nudged along a bit worse than midfield. Roveretto on his outside over the next. And Banker Count taking that open ditch clear. Just a lot of dust thrown into the air as they brush through the birch. Banker Count from Scots Grey. And then Gadam moving well in the cheek pieces out wide. Mistake by Redemption. One has gone. It might have been Simply Gifted. Trying to confirm that. It was Supreme Prince that was the faller. And it's now Scots Grey from Gadam. Then Banker Count on the inside. Palaszczuk, the Villager, Christopher and Brooklyn Breeze. Le Duc is not far behind these as they run towards another plain fence, and Gadam will just jump this in front here under Sean Fox from Scots Grey in 2nd. The others stream over, and David's Lad remains out the back. In 3rd is Brooklyn Breeze as they now head towards this 4th last fence. A gap after these to Palaszczuk getting into the race now. The green and yellow jacket goes 4th, the Grand Annual winner of a couple of seasons ago. Here's 4 out. Gadam, Brooklyn Breeze, Scots Grey up the inside. Mistake by Colca Canyon nearest the camera. They're out very wide as they start down the hill. 3 fences left to jump. And in the centre, Gadam. On the right, Scots Grey. But on the left, going well, is Brooklyn Breeze here. Then Palaszczuk. Colca Canyon tries to recover behind them. then Leduc as they clear that one, and Brooklyn Breeze gallops strongly into the lead now under Tony Dobbin, a great friend of Graham Lee, who's been doing so well. In second place, Scots Grey, then Gadam. They're clear of Colca Canyon. Simply Gifted trying to run on under Tony McCoy, getting a bit of a tune out of him now. Then bank account Libertine, Leduc and Christopher, but Brooklyn Breeze begins to cut loose as they run down towards the second last. Brooklyn Breeze by about 5 lengths to Scots Grey. A few challenges from the rear. Colca Canyon coming there, so too Libertine in the brown and orange jacket. The leader just beginning to tie up possibly. Simply Gifted on the far side, and Libertine and Sam Waley-Cohen under a very patient ride has come through to take it up. Brooklyn Breeze has suddenly hit the wall. They're followed by bank account. Leduc is down at the last, so too Mark Mann, and Libertine is pulling clear. Looks like another winner here for Nicky Henderson, whose horses have really struck form in the last 48 hours, and Libertine draws right away for Sam Waley-Cohen to win the Mildmay Of Flete. Rallying very bravely for second was bank account. What a superb run from him. In third, Simply Gifted, then Brooklyn Breeze, Scots Grey. After Scots Grey was Colca Canyon and Christopher and David's Lad, then Maltine River and Roveretto, and they were followed back by Redemption, and the Villager Is No Good, Gadam and Malski, and Polar Red was just about the last to complete. Libertine and Sam Waley-Cohen. I think Jim said before the race that this fellow is a good value for his allowance, gets a £7 riding allowance, which reduced this mare's weight to 10 stone 1 today. She just hasn't been getting home in some of her races this season, but he was right out the back today, rode a very patient race, strongly run race, and picked off the strugglers in the closing stages. Good ride.
Well, for an amateur to win at the Cheltenham Fest was incredible, but to beat the best professionals in the world, Sam Waley-Cohen, 22 years of age, how does that feel?
Oh, that is unbelievable. Oh, I tell you, this is the stuff of dreams. Most pros don't get this fortunate. Just to get the ride on this horse off my dad's is amazing. To have the opportunity to be here is incredible. I mean, yeah. I'm up at uni, I don't ride from one weekend to another, so to be here on a glorious sunny day, oh, that's the place of dreams. That's amazing. Absolutely unbelievable.
Enjoy it.
Thank you.